Bukayo, lovely to see you, as always. How have you been? It's been quite a good season for you so far.
Yeah, I've been well, thank you. And yeah, it's been so far so good.
Tell me about what it's like at Arsenal at the minute. It feels like you're riding on a bit of a crest of a wave.
Yeah, the last month or so has gone really well. We've won a lot of games, kept a lot of clean sheets, and we're playing well. So yeah, it's all good.
Won a lot of plaudits as well. I think everybody has already decided you are title favourites. What does that tag feel like?
That's for other people to say. We just have to win every game. Well, that's the mentality we go into the games with, and see where it leaves us. We can't get carried away with what people are saying, because one day they'll say something, the next day they'll say something different. So
that's so true. I remember at the start of the season, I think Liverpool were favourites very, very early on.
Exactly, it changes like the weather, so can't pay attention to that.
No, it does. Did you watch, after obviously your game against Sunderland, were you a little bit surprised by some of the backlash or the panic from some Arsenal fans of dropping points?
I don't see anything, so I don't know what backlash, or I don't know what's...
Backlash is probably extreme, but there was some starting to panic already. One game dropped 2 points against Sunderland, and some fans start to panic a bit.
It's exactly what I said. It's people's opinions and thoughts about us change like the weather. The most important thing is the change room, how solid we are, the foundation we have, the belief we have in ourselves, and how we stick together through the good and bad. That's the most important. We can't pay attention to the external noise because it's always fluctuating. So yeah, we're good. We're in a good place, and now it's time to focus on international duty.
Yeah, I know, and I promise I will get to that in a minute. Did you watch the Man City game on the Sunday?
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Did you all talk about it though when you?
When?
Have you got like a WhatsApp group where you talk about everything that's going on?
No comment.
That means yes. Well, focusing on England, there's so many Arsenal players in this England squad now. I know Miles isn't in it this time round, but you've got yourself, Declan, Nonny's obviously out injured at the moment, Ebbs as well. What does that say about the strength of Arsenal and the strength of England as well?
Yeah, it says a lot. We have a lot of players coming to the national team, and not just for England. We have a lot of other national team players, so it speaks about the strength in our team. And of course here as well, everyone that's here is of very high quality, and you see it on the pitch, you see it in training. Well, we feel it. You guys might not see everything, but when we go to training, it's going to be high quality, good intensity, high level. So it's nice, and yeah, both teams are in a good place, I'd say.
Yeah, we don't see everything, so give us an insight into what both kind of... I mean, I know you're not going to tell me exactly what goes on, but what's the vibe like in both camps, if you like?
I'd say it's too dissimilar. It's intense, demanding, high quality, and passion, if I had to describe it. Yeah. I
want to focus on Declan Rice particularly, because along with you, he's become one of the mainstays of this England squad. And Thomas Tuchel, on a number of occasions, has mentioned him and his leadership qualities. What is it that makes him such a special player?
Yeah, I think Dex is he's not only a great player, but he's a great leader. Obviously, he was captain at West Ham, and even around Arsenal, he's a big leader. He's a guy that takes a lot of responsibility in the change room and gets the boys going. So credit to him for that, and of course he's doing that here now as well. So yeah, it's just a credit to him. He's in really good form, really good moment, and happy to be his teammate.
Yeah. You can tell that. And whenever I ask you about Declan, your face lights up. And with those leadership qualities, what is it specifically? Because it's easy to throw out, oh, he's a great leader. But what is it specifically that he does?
I think it's body language. Obviously, he speaks, communicates, he knows what to say at the right moment. But I think to have that backed up with, his presence on the pitch, how he plays every game, he's always available. So yeah, I think it's just like all of that speaks for itself,
With England, I love that chat that we had after you scored that goal at Wembley against Wales. You were buzzing to get that and broke records. And I know you're not bothered about the records as such, but in the press conference afterwards, I don't know if you were aware, Thomas Tuchel was asked because you'd broken that record, he was asked if he knew how many goals you'd scored for England. And when he was told 13, he immediately said, "There should be more." He's got the talent. Let me read you out what exactly he said. He said, "You've got the talent, the attitude and the stamina to score more." How much of a target is that for you? And is it something you've maybe spoken to him about?
No, not necessarily, but I 100% agree with him. So, yeah, let's go for more.
Yeah. How do you do that in this team? Because obviously, things are subtly changing under Thomas Tuchel. Where are these opportunities going to come from?
Yeah, I think just being on the pitch is enough. In the England shirt, you have players of immense quality that can create chances, that can score chances. So just being on the pitch for me, I think is enough. And then it's up to me. The managers, the coaching staff, they create the perfect game plan. For us to be ourselves, show our best qualities, and express ourselves. So yeah, it's up to me, kind of.
Without a doubt. And I don't know whether you saw the comments that he made about this camp in particular, and Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden coming back into it, and where he wants them to be playing. So he sees Jude as a 10, but he actually sees Phil as like a 9.5, 10.5, and he wants them roaming around the box like that. So obviously you're going to be supplying these kind of players. And I know you've not had your first training session yet today, but how is that combination going to work, and how excited are you about it?
I don't know how it's going to work, because obviously we haven't trained yet, but he's a top manager, Thomas Tuchel. He knows what he's doing. So, of course, very exciting. These guys are 2 top players, and we're more than happy to have them back in the squad, because, like I said, they're top players, and the talent they've got, it's going to bring a lot of quality to the team. So it's very exciting. We're in a good place as a team, and looking forward to what's coming this camp.
Yeah, and my final question is on the World Cup, because qualification is sealed. Could be a big year for you, potential Premier League title, potential World Cup title, if everything goes to plan. How excited are you about how 2026 could go, and what do you want to happen?
I'm sure you know what I want to happen, but it's all still far away. The only thing I can do is focus on today, and that's it, and how I can be the best possible today, and help my team, help myself, and what will come will come. I can't get lost in the thoughts of what's coming at the end of the year.
So no visualisation like Harry Kane for you?
Nah, not for me, no.
Brilliant.